All right, welcome back, everybody. This is Game 3 of the UMH-68 Saskatchewan Edition tournament for under 14. These are all 2013-born players, and this matchup this afternoon is the second for both teams. Team Black dominant in their first game with a win, and while Team Gray will be looking to get into the win column after a loss against Team Red. We're going to start off with our rosters today. Team Black, defense. Number 13, Brecklin Berry. Number 23, Logan Florent. Number 24, Cody Kolcheski. Number 14, Ollie Purdy. Number 2, Cyrus Shell. And number 16, Rylan Silvernagel. And the forwards, number 11, Levi Baker. Number 12, Caleb Desatel. Number 7, Gray Fraser. 17, Jordan Hewitt. Number 21, Nolan Keane. Number 8, Keaton Koschuk. Number 9, Brooks Thompson. Number 6, Jax Trombley. And number 20, Kier Kendrick. And the goaltenders, number 31, Dexton Higgs, and number 35, Quinn Hilmer. And on the Gray squad, introducing your Gray team, the defenders, number 8, Ethan Haas. Number 7, Evan Lee. Number 10, Noah Milkey. Number 9, Tommy Palashak. Number 43, Jace Rose. And number 17, Merrick Silwood. The forwards for Team Gray, number 34, Boston Byers. Number 15, Keegan Fogarty. 81, Abel Hilgeson. Wearing jersey number 13, Nixon Laurent. Number 5, Bentley Matheson. Number 16, Ty Rainier. Number 71, Knox Thompson. From Saskatoon, number 61, Nick Ermson. And from Regina, number 70, Drew Brown. And the goaltenders, number 1, Jace Nagy. And the likely starter today, from Paradise Valley, number 55, Asher Eldridge. Those are your lineups, the 32 boys out of the 68 that'll be playing in this Game 3. And in the first game, we had an opportunity to talk with Coach Rowan Guest of Team Gray, and he had expressed a desire after the second period that his team needs to get more pucks on net. And certainly we saw that in the first game with about 15 or 16 shots. So they'll be looking to put a little bit more rubber the way of the goaltenders from Team Black. And Team Black, Coach Cam reflected on the hockey IQ, and he will be looking, of course, to see more of that. They activated their defense a fair number of times, and we'll see whether that is consistent as well. We're also looking forward during the game to have an interview with one of the ambassadors, coaches, or the directors. We'll find that out as we closer to broadcast time. This is the second year of the tournament being hosted here in Saskatchewan. It has a national level set of sponsors along with our local sponsors, and UMH-68 is blessed to have a continuing main sponsor in BioSteel. BioSteel, stay hydrated and stay connected with the BioSteel Teams app. Your all-in-one team management tool for schedules, scores, standing, game streaming, and team updates. It's fast, it's free, and built for athletes and families. Download the BioSteel Teams app now on the App Store or Google Play and stay in the know all tournament long. There are 4 gold level sponsors present here today to make this all possible. The Elite Prospects Gold sponsor, here to provide tournament stats and all-star awards. The Elite Prospects is the gateway to hockey online since 1999. EliteProspects.com, the leading statistical resource in the game, serving over 1 million unique visitors every single week. We're proud to partner with Elite Prospects for tournament stats and all-star awards at UMH-68. And again, joining us, A-Kane Hockey as gold sponsor, is providing a prize pack to each Sidney Crosby Award winner, an award chosen by coaches for the players who best displays leadership, dedication, and character throughout the tournament. Dominate the ice with performance-driven, cut-resistant gear built for elite players. Stay dry, stay sharp, and feel every stride with A-Kane base layer and Blade Pro Skate socks. The most comfortable, cut-resistant socks in the game. Unmatched protection, ultimate comfort, zero compromise. Thank you to A-Kane for helping outfit the UMH-68 players with serious gear so they can perform at a high level. We, of course, will feature the Up My Hockey podcast and organization as the other gold sponsors throughout the game, but we also want to acknowledge the local sponsors, the 3-star award sponsor, Ritchie Brothers, Two silver sponsors, the Bird Juice and Buzz Wax. Amy's Physiotherapy, located right here in Martensville. Focus Goaltending, Boston Pizza, Weatherspoon Realty, and Yorkton Source for Sports. And of course, we'll share more details about those sponsors and the role they play in this weekend as we progress through the broadcast. Looking up here with Team Black to our left and Team Gray to our broadcast right, indeed. It is starting in goal, Asher Eldridge, who saw about 8 minutes in that game, and the starting goaltender for Team Black will be Dexton Higgs, making his debut in the tournament, playing out of Saskatoon. And as they did at the beginning of the first game, Team Black, with an early setup and the puck already in Team Gray's zone. Black, of course, scoring 9 goals in that first outing, and they look like they're going to be picking that back up again as they go. Thompson, and a place blown dead as the net comes off its mooring. At that point, it was going to be Knox Thompson in Team Gray. It looked like he was going to start a roll himself up the ice, but that stoppage will bring about a defensive face-off to the right of goaltender Eldridge. And taking the draw will be Keir Kendrick for Team Black. And it looks like it's going to be the forward Bentley Matheson for Team Gray. And it looks like Matheson will get credit for that face-off win. It is Gray that maintains possession coming out of that draw. And Thompson looking to get in and put a little bit of pressure on that Team Black. Black now with the outlet pass, working their way up the boards. Pass right in front immediately. And it's picked up and coolly handled out by Bentley Matheson. Thompson looking like he was going to get a little bit of room, and Brown gets the beneficiary of the Thompson check. Thompson with the forecheck pressure, and Brown with a shot just above the face-off dot, deflected up into the netting, and that'll be wholesale change for both sides. Up My Hockey is brought to you by a gold sponsor, Up My Hockey, proud supporter of UMH-68 players with scholarships for mindset coaching. Change your thinking, change your game. Up My Hockey, where mindset meets performance. Team Black in control inside their own zone, looking to break out, and the outlet pass going to Thompson, skips over his stick. A couple bodies piled up there in the corner. And Black will move back. Purdy with a pass outlet to, ends up on Thompson's stick, and now crossing into the offensive zone. Team Black again looking to get some of that puck pressure we saw. Kostyk with the pass back. Silvernagel, who had the second goal of the game. A nice hard shot in the upper right corner through a screen to get the scoring underway in that game against Team Blue. He is anchoring the point along with his defensive partner. Makes a good defensive stand at the blue line, and that's Purdy. And in on net and edge. Goaltender Eldridge having to be sharp there as Black makes their way through. Yesterday's game a bit unusual. There was no, or this morning's second game, unusual. No scoring in the second period, which is rare for a UMH style format. And then a pile of goals scored, 6 in total by Team Black in that final frame to blow it wide open. And that shot off the stick of goaltender. And now Black back up the ice. Both teams just playing fairly tight at the moment. And now we see a bit of a break here. Helgeson did a couple in the last game, and he'd love nothing better than to start this game off the way he finished that last one. And there he goes with the back check. Now he's regrouping and allowing his teammate number 13 to get in there. That's Nixon Laurent putting a little pressure, a little bit of forecheck by committee. And back out on the ice is the Thompson line for Team Gray. Shell reels back, and his D partner, Barry, will skate out the icing, and Gray, of course, have to keep their guys back out on the ice. The Lions have been doing a great job of keeping track of that. Face-off will be to the left of Eldridge. Score remains 0-0 after 3 minutes of play. You recall in the first game there was a goal inside the first minute and a half, and then a pretty similar result in the second game. Both games goal on the first shots on net. And we haven't seen that in this particular outing. And so maybe the team's both electing to be a little bit tighter defensively to start things off and find their footing first before becoming an offensive threat. So puck shot back into the corner, Barry fishing it out, and he will reverse it, try to buy himself a little bit of room, finds an outlet pass to Trombley. And the exchange of possession back and forth again. And the Trombley line of Kendrick, Trombley, and Fraser now out for Team Black. And Gray, Fraser, and Trombley, actually I think all three scoring goals in that last game. So this is a fairly offense-minded team, but right now they find themselves playing some defense with a good hard forecheck applied by Matheson. But now out comes Black, and the attempted drag through, somewhat thwarted by Lee, but Black keeps it alive during the line change. And that puck ends up on the stick of Silvernagel, and he can sure fire it hard. A nice hard low shot. You hear the good thud off the good pad save by Eldridge. And now it's up by Haggerty. Haggerty taking a run at Team Black. Kostyuk, long ice pass over to his line mate, and there's a shot handled and steered off to the corner by Eldridge. Another shot on net now, and a little bit of a tip. I don't know whether that was accidental or not, but it was still a hard handle, and Eldridge was up to the task. And the score remains knotted at 0. Thompson plays it out, and that'll be a face-off outside the line. Up My Hockey also has a podcast as gold sponsor, and that podcast hosted by Jason Podolin, who is the national coordinator for Up My Hockey 68. Podcasts are players chasing their full potential. Tune in to wherever you get your podcasts and go to upmyhockey.com and catch his mentality and the grow your mindset, grow your game philosophy that Jason has used for decades in his own career and in promoting those the people that seek his help in taking it to the next level. Back to the game now. Puck, even action between the two. No real huge scoring chances yet. Both teams' defense is starting to tighten up a little bit here early in the tournament. But as we saw in game number 2, a tight second period meant nothing as the floodgates opened in period 3. And so Team Black showing that they can score. But Team Gray scored in bunches. They got 5 in that first game. And a set of those coming within a minute of each other. So Gray can put the puck in the back of the net themselves, and they can do it in a hurry. Black now with little pressure. Florent walks his way in, gets a shot on Eldridge. Eldridge working on that rebound, which was hanging around, but it was deftly picked up by Gray forwards, and out they come. And a shot off the glove of goaltender Higgs. And now Black coming out, so both teams exchanging shots on net. And we've got Hewitt, who had 2 goals and an assist in the last game, and he collected first star in the 3-star, the Ritchie Brother 3-star selection at the end of the game. Hewitt coming on strong, especially in that third period with 2-goal effort. He was looking to pick that up, and Fraser this time, Gray Fraser, and they're going to rule that he did not touch the puck, and so we'll go back for a face-off in the Black zone. It'll be off to the left of goaltender Dexton Higgs. And taking the draw for Team Gray is going to be, it looks like Matheson, and for Team Black, it'll be Kendrick. And it looks like Matheson won that one. Puck goes back to the defense, shipped back in. Gray putting a little bit of pressure on here. Thompson gets it through, but it's picked up and steered away by defenseman number 13, Brecklin Berry. And Fraser now, he picks it up, headmans the puck, going down the left side, making a run in there. The hardest name for me to say in the whole tournament. I'm not sure why it's so hard, but Desatel, I'll get that. That line putting a little bit of pressure now with Gray and Thompson carrying that puck. Nice pass in front, and here's Gray with a shot and a goal. Brown and Team Gray draws first blood, as they did in the first game too. Great pass by Thompson to his teammate Drew Brown, the Regina product, with the goal at the 7-minute, 46-second mark. And on their third shot on net, Gray finds Pater. That might be the spark Black was needing. They had an offensive output, and we'll see if they can't come back here and even things up, or whether Gray has another one in them like they did in the last game. They scored in pairs. They seem to react quite well to that goal being scored. Milky. Kostyuk looked like he was going to have a little bit of an opportunity there, but Rainier brings it in. Black with a good forecheck here. And a bit of a check at the end of that, paid by Boston Byers. And Gray looking like they've got a little bit more of a pep in their step here. That goal energizing all 16 players on the ice. Pardon me, 17. And now a little bit more breakout here. The breakouts for Team Gray working well. And Byers trips over the blue line, but he manages to get the puck deep, and he gets off for that line change. Urmson coming on in his stead. And Eldridge will snag that one and hang on. 9 minutes down in this matinee game. I guess we'll call it a matinee, 4:15 start. Not quite evening here in Saskatchewan just yet, but a tight checking affair. 7 shots and 3 shots. That's more like we would see in a mid-season sort of endeavor, where we're starting to see natural numbers. In the first couple of games, we were seeing totals of almost a game's worth of shots in the first period. And probably the influence of the coaches and the WHL mentors just getting the boys to settle down and play a little bit of a 200-foot game instead of just being entirely focused on offense like we saw in games 1 and 2. And Team Gray now, nice pass, but it's broken up. Well spotted by Cody Kolcheski. But his pass into the Gray zone did not get there in time, and they go offside. And so taking the face-off for Team Black is going to be Caleb Desatel. Desatel. I think we're going to settle on Desatel. He wins the draw against Nick Urmson. And Barry with a long shot in, easily gloved by Eldridge, but that'll create an offensive face-off to the left of Eldridge. And the same combo will take that draw. Desatel and Nick Urmson. And Desatel manages to get that draw, and Black retains possession inside the zone. Urmson puts it down to his defenseman looking across ice, and they chip it out, but it's quickly picked up by Shell. And look at that acceleration that we saw in that first game. Barry definitely keeping track of that puck and getting that onto that one-timer attempt by Shell. And it gets right in there. We saw some of the earliest scoring for Team Black generated from those long shots from their defense. That one almost working, but Eldridge and Deepcore are able to steer it away, and they stay clean in the first period. Score 1-0 at the 9:30 mark. A little bit under 10 minutes to go in this first period of action, and we got a little bit of daylight here out in front, and Eldridge with two good stops there. That may have been Black's best opportunity of the first period, and he was good on both. And Eldridge, to my knowledge, when he came in at around the 7-minute mark, provided a little bit of relief. Did not allow a goal against, so he's going almost a period's worth here with that 7 minutes added in there of clean play. We'll see if he's able to continue that. Another shot from outside, a long-range shot. And that pass broken up to Brown, but it still ends up on his stick. Coming down Purdy now with the outlet pass. And it's chipped forward, but Milky's able to keep it in. And down goes Brown, the goal scorer. And he chips it loose. Let's see if he can give it back to Thompson, who was the assist on that first goal. This line selflessly working together, and they've probably been the most effective for Gray so far, and that puck fired all the way down. And the Thompson, that line causing Team Black some problems, forcing them to take that icing call, and a fresh set of legs comes out for Team Gray. Rainier will take the, well, it won't be Rainier taking the draw. It'll be Rainier taking the draw here, and he wins it. And chip pass up to Hewitt, and Hewitt content to just get it deep for a teammate, Team Gray. Haggerty now on the left side, and he's looking, keeps the puck, patiently waiting. Looking for numbers here. Rainier gets that puck into the corner. Shot low, and another shot. That was a really sharp angle shot that came right out, and Haggerty had a good, solid poke at that, but Higgs was up for the challenge, making two saves there in short order. Byers now taking the face-off against Koscheck. And that puck right out in front again. And a scrum in front. And Higgs says no thank you. Keeps him out. He's been solid so far. He's had a few tests. Team Gray giving him all he could handle there, and he was up to the task. And we'll get another face-off to the left of Higgs. And that comes out to Team Black. Thompson now, and he will make the zone, almost able to drag inside. Good defensive play by Evan Lee. And he was looking to get off, but play turned around and still out there at the end of a shift. Lee is, and wisely taking thing, and now he gets an opportunity to get the break. Byers now gets the zone with the pass inside to Haggerty. Haggerty just flips it over. Higgs is able to steer it away harmlessly. Thompson with some pressure from Helgeson, and Fogarty. I think I've been saying his name Haggerty. My apologies. Fogarty, like John Fogarty, I guess. Back into the corner it goes again. Team Gray with some excellent zone pressure here. Ermson. Or Helgeson, pardon me. The Helgeson line out there at the moment, and it comes all the way back. Rose, and now Black with a rush up the ice. Three players coming. The defenseman change. A great save. Fantastic save by Team Black's pardon me, by Team Gray, Asher Eldridge from Paradise Valley. That'll make the goaltender coaches up in the stands here for our local sponsor happy. They are Focus Goaltending, and they're up there in the sound booth right next to us taking notes, and they will certainly appreciate the glove positioning on that last save. Black trying to find a solution, and so far Asher Eldridge has not provided any openings or opportunities. 6:07 to go. Black with 16 shots already on net. And Eldridge doing well. Shell now on the point. He chips it back to Keene. Keene picking up a star in that last game as well. And that nice hard shot by Barry. Sorry. Desatel with the shot. And again, a nice active stick from the goalie. Gets rid of potential traffic in front of the net. Black, things kind of slowing down a little bit here as the period gets closer to its end. Shell, Black kind of having an opportunity. Desatel, that puck chipped back out, and Black has to clear the zone, giving a little bit of time for an outlet pass, and a long outlet pass, and wow, that goes right on the stick. Beautiful goal. And Gray almost lulling Black into a sense. Abel Helgeson for Martensville. That's his third of the tournament, and what a nice pass. We're just remarking on the fact that Black had to clear the zone. That gave the opportunity for, I think it was Milky, and he spotted his teammate up by the red line with beautiful pass, tape to tape. And that brings the score 2-0 now at the 5:15 mark. So on their Helgeson with a nice move too to score that goal. Goal scorer's goal for sure. And here's Gray again, nice high shot, and Black looking a little bit starstruck. I think they had it fairly easy in that last third period, and maybe a little bit of that sharpness that they had. Legs a little heavy perhaps after having perhaps a victory lunch, and even though they had offensive zone pressure there for a bit, they looked like they had lost a step and were slowing down, and Gray made them pay for it. Brown now, the goal scorer in the first goal, he's going in to see if he can add to the total. Thompson can't get it out, and now it comes out. And it looks like Tromby over to Thompson. Thompson just can't quite hit the net there. It was a little tough one. He fielded that one on his knees. One knee down just to get that angle, and he isn't able to get another shot, this one wide. And now Matheson chips it over, and it'll be Evan Lee. And his cross ice pass to Thompson. Thompson now will see if he can win this foot race, and he is. And he lights up the slap shot, and it just goes wide. Rainier taking a swipe at it. And now Thompson from Team Black. He goes in, but he ends up there. And now it's on Thompson, Team Gray. The Thompson show here. And a battle along the boards now with number 16 from Team Gray, Ty Rainier. And he comes out better on that one. And now Milky, he will try to take some, see if he can make impact to further the cause for Team Gray. And now Team Gray with some movement in here. That's Byers, I think. And again, there's Rainier. And Rainier almost had a shot at it. Now Team Black with some pace. Barry, he'll circle back, chip it out to the changing Desatel. And he gets into the corner. Ooh, some contact down there, and Byers goes down hard. But he's popped straight back up again. And he jumps back into the play here. Selwood content to get that puck out, and he settles back into his defensive position. Team Black, 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the frame. Desatel hangs onto the puck, keeps pressure, back to Shell. Desatel, he gets that puck through some traffic right down to the net, and Hewitt down there now causing a little bit of issue. Tape to Shell. Shell will make the zone. And he's going to drive deep, looking for a centering pass, and he found somebody. And Gray, Helgeson looking for that long lead pass again. He's got the puck, and he's got a little bit of time here. Laurent's shot steered to the side by Higgs. And now Team Black coming up with Hewitt. Helgeson nipping at his heels. Hewitt hanging on to it, and he scores. And that's his third goal of the tournament as well. He just walked his way right in, bought himself a little bit of room and tucked it in. And that's the first one Eldridge gives up in the tournament. Right between the pads down low. And Hewitt joins in on the tournament lead for goal scoring early in this round robin, only 4 periods in, and he's got 3 goals, along with Helgeson's 3. They will be looking, they join Geiger, I believe, who maybe had 3 in the red losing effort. Thompson now for Team Gray. Black on the board with 1:20 to go. 2-1 the score.
First goal, scored by number 17, Jordan Hewitt, number 12.
And Black now, they've broken through Silvernagel. Milky now, or pardon me, not Milky, it's the goal scorer Brown and Thompson. The 1-2 punch. Thompson dumps Silvernagel, not before he gets the outlet pass, and a beautiful head man. And Team Black, whoa, what a nice move, but a great save by Asher Eldridge, and he bounced back after giving up that first goal of the tournament, and he just outlasted the shooter, and there he goes drawing a whistle, settling things down for himself and for his team. Team Gray nursing a 2-1 lead here, 30 seconds to go. We're really happy to have Weatherspoon Realty joining us again as a sponsor since 2009. Weatherspoon Realty's award-winning team has been helping clients navigate every step of the real estate journey with confidence. Whether you're upgrading, downsizing, or buying your first home, trust the team that delivers results. Weatherspoon Realty. Good battle there on the sideboard shot, long shot, intercepted, picked up, by Black with an opportunity, went right over the net. And those jerseys a little hard to see, but it looks like that was, it might have been Thompson in the corner, and Kostyuk now. Oh, another great stop. Eldridge is with that stick. And after 20 minutes of play, it's Team Gray holding the 2-1 lead over Team Black.
First period, Team Gray with 12. The score is 2-1.
21 and Gray with 8. We'll take a little pause here, and we will be right back for a second period action.
This show helps players, parents, and coaches understand what it really takes to reach the next level. Grow your mindset, grow your game.
A little bit of a, we'll give you a,
Explore mindset coaching at upbyhockey.com. Opinions provided a price tag for each city Crosby Award winner.
we're going to give you a game sheet preview just to review the scoring after the first period.
Dominate the ice with performance-driven techniques and gear-built.
3 goals scored in there too, starting with Team Gray, and it looked like it was Thompson opened the scoring. Pardon me, we'll take a quick here. It was Drew Brown opened the scoring at the 12-14 mark after getting an assist from Knox Thompson, third assist to Bentley Matheson, and all 7 minutes later at the 5:15 mark, Abel Helgeson added his tournament lead 3 goals after receiving a nice feed from Noah Milky. And then it was Team Black, Jordan Hewitt, with his 4th of the tournament. That is the tournament. lead, and Callum Deshotel with his second assist. And that's where we stand at 2 goals for Grey to 1 for Black. All right, welcome back, everybody. This is second period action in our matinee game here for Friday, the game 3 featuring the Team Gray against Team Black. Gray looking for their first win of the tournament, and they won that period clearly despite being outshot 16-12. We want to recognize a couple more of our sponsors as we go. Yorkton Source for Sports. Yorkton Source for Sports is your locally owned and operated hockey shop backed by the buying power of over 150 Source for Sports stores across Canada. We're not a franchise, we're an independent business rooted in your community with access to top gear and brands from around the world. That means you get a big store selection and pricing with small shop service and expertise right here at home. Yorkton Source for Sports, one of our local sponsors. Mentioned before, Focus Goaltending. We also have Weatherspoon Realty, Bamey's Physiotherapy, and Boston Pizza. Boston Pizza, when it's time to celebrate a big win or just enjoy a great meal with the team, Boston Pizza is the place to be. Proudly Canadian, Boston Pizza is known for its family-friendly vibe, delicious menu, and commitment to the community. Thank you to them for once again sponsoring the second year in a row here at Up My Hockey 68. And of course, player safety, paramount to mind. Bamey's Physiotherapy. Please, player safety is a top priority at UMH-68. We're proud to partner again with Bamey's Physiotherapy in Martensville to help make this happen. With expert care and individualized treatment plans, Bamey's Physiotherapy has been keeping athletes healthy and game ready for over 20 years. Their team is on site here at UMH-68 Saskatchewan, providing top-notch support to ensure every athlete can perform and recover at their very best. Bamey's Physiotherapy, trusted care for every stage of the game. We are pleased to once again welcome Elite Prospects as our gold sponsor, one of 4 of them. Elite Prospects, gateway to hockey, online since 1999. EliteProspects.com is the leading statistical resource in the game, serving over 1 million unique visitors every single week. We're proud to partner with Elite Prospects for tournament stats and all-star awards here at UMH-68. And of course, the 3-star selection for Ritchie Brothers. Ritchie Brothers, proud to have them on again as another sponsor of the 3 stars of the game at this UMH-68 Saskatchewan, recognizing the top performers and celebrating excellence on the ice. When it comes to buying and selling heavy equipment, Ritchie Brothers is the name you can trust. And as a global leader in industrial auctions, they connect buyers and sellers with unmatched service and reach. Ritchie Brothers, powering big moves on and off the ice. We're waiting face-off here in the second frame of this Up My Hockey 68. We're into round 2 of our round robin. And we're ready to go. Caleb Desatel winning the face-off there. Puck back into the black zone. Brown now, and he is obviously tripped down. We're going to see the first power play of the game here as Brown is hauled down. Called be tripping, and it'll be Hewitt taking 2 minutes to reflect on his use of his stick there, and it'll be a offensive face-off for Team Gray as they have their first power play of this game number 2. Matheson will take the draw here. He is flanked by Thompson. Thompson and Brown. Brown scoring the first goal of the period for Team Gray. And Matheson looked to try up the stick, but Black gets the clear. And Barry, he's rubbed out on the boards by Thompson. And they are tied up with one another in the corner. Puck centered out. Team Black now content just to shoot it up ice. And that's Cyrus Shell from Benson, listed as from Benson, Saskatchewan. Lee now with the outlet pass up to Brown. Brown now taking a look. He's going to take it in and make the zone. Gets in behind the ice, looking for a centering pass. Puck caught up a bit on that wet ice surface freshly off the flood. And he makes do. He comes back with it again, works it out in front, sharp angle shot. And it's turned aside by the goaltender Higgs. And puck cleared by Black, just barely. Matheson now, he will take a look. And he's tightly checked there by Desodal, and unfortunately he brings down the Barry, and it'll be a little bit of 5-on-3 once that play is whistled dead. And Desodal, unfortunate there, but it was a trip, and with 46 seconds to go in the initial penalty, Team Grey now with an excellent opportunity to extend their lead. And on now the Laurent line. Helgeson with the goal, Selwood back on defense with Milky, it looks like. And then Laurent comes up with the puck, he's gonna walk it in, and he takes that shot quickly gloved by Higgs. And we'll have a redo here to the left of Higgs. A minute 30 in to the second period. Grey with a 2-0 lead, or 2-1 lead, pardon me, and an opportunity to extend it with some extended 5-on-3. And that puck gets away from Milky, and they're gonna have to reset. Grey clears the zone. Milky headmans up to Selwood, and Selwood places that puck inside. Urmson, Selwood, Laurent, and a puck down to Milky. Milky looking across. He sees Selwood. Selwood with a low shot, and puck in front and jammed away, and can't quite find a way in. Urmson, and he comes out of the corner looking now. Urmson, and a nice hard shot from the point, and again that quick glove of Higgs. Milky trying his hand from the point. Higgs saw it the whole way, picked it out of the air, and he gets some fresh set of penalty killers out onto the ice. And it looks like the second unit, Logan Florent. And that puck is shot all the way down the ice by Cody Kolcheski, and the first penalty is now, and it's back to 4-3. And here comes Thompson. Oh, up high. Tremblay is looking roof there on the shorthanded attempt. And that cross-ice pass bounces off the linesman's feet and back now into the zone, and it's just cleared out. Good, hard, solid shot out by the penalty killer, Cody Kolcheski. And Team Grey coming in again now. Rainier and Fogarty drops it back. And they say it didn't clear the zone, so we're still there. Byers, it looks like. He leans into the contact. Now he's joined down there. It looks like Fogarty's down. Nope. Could be. That's Fogarty on pursuit back. And 10 seconds to go. Black looks like they've dodged a bullet here. Hewitt now. His pass didn't get quite all of it, and it's steered to the side by Asher Eldridge. And that's probably Eldridge's first save of the second period. And the puck goes all the way back around the shell. And he puts it in on net. Opportunity for Black. Oh, and again, Eldridge, he's got that lower half of the net just covered. Black. The dangerous opportunity to draw even. Levi Baker. Now Baker cross ice into the far corner. And it'll be Keaton Koschuk putting Simon Barry off the side of the net. Koschuk now with the puck over to Barry. Barry cross ice now. That shot, oh, very dangerous there. Is that Byers trying to get it out? Black got Grey pinned in. This Grey line's been out now almost 2 minutes. And they are looking for a line change here on the long change here in the second period. It gets awfully difficult. Rainier putting some pressure, and now Byers able to get off. He'll be happy to get a little bit of water and some air. And Black ices the puck. And they still trail by a score 2-1. Shot total 19-16. Getting a little bit tighter here. Team Grey playing a really good, tight, focused plan. They took notes on that Black 6-goal third period and have figured out how, so far, to slow up that high-powered offense. Thompson in on a dangerous rush. And now up the ice goes Matheson. Matheson, Thompson, and Brown. And the players finding their footing here. Brown now, he battles in there. And that's Baker. And Matheson. And puck all the way back now. Selwood and Rose back. Selwood turns, takes a look up ice. And he isn't able to see anybody, and he will send that for icing. And we'll have an opportunity to talk a little bit about Bird Juice, one of our silver sponsors. Bird Juice isn't just another fragrance, it's the quiet confidence behind the walk into the rink and that post-game strut. It's cologne for game changers, heartbreakers, and legends in the making. This is Bird Juice. Welcome to the lineup. Thank you for being a silver sponsor for Up My Hockey 68. Desatel with the face-off win, and it almost skips over Silvernagel's stick and into the waiting arms of Brown, but he wasn't quite able to get out. And Rose now takes a look up. Rose confidently skates through 3 Black defenders, continuing on. Now Brown in there, Rose follows suit, looking for that return pass. Let's see how fast he gets back. Nobody dropped back for him when he rushed. Now Black taking an opportunity to capitalize. Keane now, he's brought down hard. Desatel keeping the puck in. And now Selwood calmly finding Matheson, and Thompson will put it in and then look for a change. And penalty coming here with a shot in front, opportunity, Matheson. And we're gonna see a Black penalty, head contact. That contact a little bit on the high end in the follow through. And so Team Grey gets a chance to go back on the power play again. Team back, hurting themselves with some penalties right now. Logan Florent. Good check, but finished high. And we'll see Team Grey see if they can extend this lead. They've had a couple of power plays here, not much to come away from it. The last one being a 2-man power play as we go. Milky holds the line. Laurent and Higgs there calmly picks that puck out of the air, and he's really settled in after giving up those 2 goals in period 1. And I think Black on the whole has started to settle back and play a little bit more defense. They were starting to get a little bit lax. Milky now, good puck movement from Team Grey. That puck centered in front, but that stick tied up. Milky now into the corner. Laurent comes out with it. Oh, centering pass and a great play. It looks like that was Hewitt came down from his wing position and he snuffed that one out, or it would have been a dangerous opportunity. And now we've got Black, Laurent, or pardon me, Hewitt, I believe. No, not Hewitt. Hewitt 17, I think putting all that pressure is Fraser Gray. Gray having a really excellent penalty kill and almost had a break there for that opportunity. All that hard work down low. Puck chipped back in, and we're into the last minute of the Black penalty. Puck calmly cleared down on net. Easy save for Eldridge. And now comes the rush. Barry, Team Black. He got puck poked free by Milky. Byers now working with Rainier. And a puck unable to clear. Barry pulls it loose on the penalty kill. Barry's going to give himself an opportunity, and he can shoot it. And just about 3 inches too high, and it goes off the crossbar into the netting. But Barry, some excellent work on making some space for himself on that blue line and getting a good hard shot after a good look. He can really wire that one. Team Black with an offensive face-off during the penalty kill. And now they're starting to show a little bit of offensive push, even though they're a man down. Still early in the period, no sense of urgency yet, but there will be an opportunity taking that chance to get some pucks back on net. Purdy holds the line well, and that black penalty is now done. Florent will come all the way over, and we'll see. He might jump in, there he's going, and now he will come off, and Keane comes back onto the ice in his place, and we're back at full strength here. And Fogarty for Team Grey battling on the boards there, and a puck shot in deep by Byers. Fogarty in pursuit. Fogarty still making his presence felt there. And now Purdy. Purdy will take a shot, and that floats high over the net. And Grey looking for the outlet pass up to Rainier. Rainier dumps it in deep. Fogarty and Rainier both pinching in. And Fogarty, he's now starting to get the defense to take a second thought about going in and digging those pucks. He's making his presence known. And you know, deep down, he keeps doing that. Those defenders, when they're fishing pucks out of the corner, you're going to have to keep an eye out on him, because he definitely likes to separate you from the puck physically. Now Milky's going to work his way up the left side on his right hand, looking for a pass. He's got nobody there. He centers it out in front. Thompson was there waiting, but it was picked up by Shell, and now scooped up. Looks like Barry got it and flipped it, and they're going to rule that a high stick. Our second silver sponsor of the weekend is Buzzwax. Buzzwax, a family-run hockey stick wax company based out of Castlegar, BC. Handmade and available in 6 cents. Buzzwax makes all natural ingredients to keep players buzzing on the ice. They're fully customizable options and a unique tournament MVP award, team gift, or special events. Thanks to Buzzwax for being a silver sponsor for this year's UMH events. Shell now coming in. He makes the zone, turns back, looks. Barry, he'll use that hard shot again. He likes to shoot that, and you can actually see him flex that stick. He's a big boy. Program lists him at about 135, and he's probably, since they posted that number, looks like he's added a couple pounds on top of that. He's 5'9" as well. And a nice hard shot by Desautels. That goes wide too. Well, actually it went high. And now the puck chipped forward, and Thompson, he'll track the movements of Shell. And Desautels now, he's gonna take a look. If he gets the leverage inside, uses that big frame of his, and a good hard shot off the blocker, steered wide. Eldridge there. Barry with a good shot. Matheson got in front of that one. He'll go to the line and get a little bit of that hit. Looked like it hit him top of the elbow pad, and he'll feel that a little bit, especially tomorrow, but he looks none the worse for wear, but he goes for a change. Black now starting to show a little bit of that patience that they had in that first game. They hung around with the 2-goal effort for 40 minutes and waited, and then exploded for 6 goals in that third period. And you get that sense that they look like they're loading up for that again. Team Grey wanting to have a part of that conversation and keep this lead going. Chipped forward, smart offensive play there by Fraser Gray, or Gray Fraser, pardon me. And again, a delayed offside here, and let's see if they can spring a player. This time, no. Gray Fraser. Kendrick, he pops in there. Trombley putting a little pressure now. Trombley, in this line of Kendrick, Trombley, and Fraser. Fraser's off now. Thompson pops on and joins in on that line for a minute with some forecheck. Thompson with the shot, and Eldridge with a great position able to make that play fairly quickly. We're lucky again to be joined by our title sponsors here, the gold sponsors, Up My Hockey and Up My Hockey Podcast. Up My Hockey is proud to support UMH-68 players with scholarships for mindset coaching, because talent deserves opportunity and mindset matters. Up My Hockey, where mindset meets performance, our gold sponsor. Thompson now mixed up with Byers, Selwood. Thompson, Byers not too happy with that. And he may get a little bit for that extra effort. And it looks like the referee motioned head, so it may be a head contact. Refs throughout the tournament so far, very good, even job. We don't mention stripes often enough. The Martensville crews that they've got here are doing a wonderful job. Player safety first and foremost, and so the number of head contact, they're doing a really good job of just being concussion aware and keeping that in check. A long shot there by Team Black. And this is Team Black's first opportunity to go into the power play. And so we'll see if this is what it'll take to get them back to even. Kostyuk to take the draw. He's out there with Baker and Thompson, his line mates. And the goalie Higgs with the long pass for the outlet. And he steers that back to his defense. And good pursuit there. Rainier on the penalty kill. Rainier and Fogarty both in offense mode right now. Best defense is a good offense, and they've been forechecking Black. Now Black getting an opportunity to make their way back up, and they make the zone there. And what a goal. Beautiful shot. Baker, no doubt about it, decided he was just going to go in and take that, and he roofs it. Baker gets his team drawn even there with the goal. Team Black draw even on a goal by Levi Baker. And he wired that one top shelf. And now with 6:23 to go in the second period, this is an even scored game. And you know that Black's been sitting around for a while. Hewitt, and they did this yesterday too, or pardon me, this morning. Relatively quiet, played solid, and then just took things on and took over. Now we'll see if that holds true or whether Gray's got a response here. And almost Brown getting in there and a good job to stop it. And Hewitt now coming up. Hewitt and Keane. Hewitt pulls in, and he's looking high, and that comes up off of Eldridge and out of play. Both goaltenders playing an exceptionally solid game. 18 saves on Eldridge's side of the puck and 21 saves over with Higgs. They're doing their jobs, putting their teams into a good spot. And now, face-off win, but Gray takes it back, and Silvernagel with a long shot there. Purdy pinching in, keeps the puck in play for Black. And now that puck chipped forward by Tommy Palashak. And Milky, not Milky, that's Brown, and he just puts it in on net. And that'll bring up an offensive face-off here to the right of Higgs. 5:28 to go in the second period. Score tied 2-2, Black and Gray. We mentioned the Up My Hockey podcast with the host, Jason Podolin. Pick it up wherever you hear your podcast. Grow your mindset, grow your game. Check out the Listen Now and Explore Mindset Coaching at upmyhockey.com. They are our gold sponsor, and now making the breakout for Team Black. Barry. Oh, that one, I think it hit the crossbar or the stick. Definitely shooting high on this goaltender. They've decided that that's the strategy that they're going to employ. Every time they go down, they are looking for that top spot. Barry, what a nice nifty move. And he goes in there again, looking to pot that goal high. Eldridge, though, he's got pretty good coverage of that net. And that shot, just like we saw in that second goal, has to be pretty much perfect, or he's got the position on it. Now Barry around the net. Trombley unable to bring it down, and that puck now rushed up. It looks like Byers. Oh no, it's Rose. And Thompson now, he brings it down. Kostyuk putting a little bit of pressure. And Trombley can't quite keep the zone now. Rainier to Helgeson. Helgeson, he looks high and it goes wide, and now it's coming down. And gameplay in the last 2-3 minutes have certainly, the tempo has picked back up again here. Both teams looking to respond to that goal. Rainier, 2-on-1, patient. Oh, beautiful pass across. Looked like to Fogarty, and he couldn't quite handle it, but excellent vision there by Rainier. Fogarty looking at another shot at picking that up, and Kostyuk now comes down, and good defensive play by Selwood. Selwood was not watching any of that. He just took the body, and he turns that puck back and gives his offense a chance to get deep again, but unfortunately it goes for an icing, and we'll come all the way back for a face-off to the right of Eldridge. We're happy to have A-Cane Hockey once again as our gold sponsor. Thank you to A-Cane for helping outfit the UMH-68 players with serious gear so they can gear up and perform better. A-Cane Hockey, gold level sponsor again for UMH-68. Black with the face-off win and the tip in front. Hewitt now in the corner looking. Milky gets it up to Rainier. Rainier, a brief little 3-on-2 now. Black getting their numbers back. Ermson, and Ermson dumped, and then a couple of players hitting the ice surface here. Black now with the outlet pass all the way up. Is that Baker? Oh, it's Hewitt. Hewitt now looking for an open man. Dishes it over to Keane. Keane dumps it in front. Now Milky, and Milky, he's going to take it, dump it in, and he's looking for a change. Rainier now in along with Brown and Rainier, Brown. And now we'll see a change. Fogarty out. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the period. The score even at 2, and the shots on goal almost even too. It's an excellent matchup here between, and Purdy now with the shot, and Eldridge with no traffic in front calmly gloves that, gets the stoppage in play. Chance for both teams to catch their breath. It's been a fever pitch 3 minutes. Last 2 minutes here of the second period with a game scored, tied at 2. Fogarty with the face-off win gets it up to Thompson, and a little scrum there. Gray Fraser able to put it into the corner, and that puck ringed around by Tommy Palashak, and that puck almost, good job by Eldridge. He had good concentration there. Everybody else trying to figure out where the puck was, and he knew exactly where it was and had his mitt right over top of it. And that'll bring a draw back to his right side. 2:14 to go in the period. Black with the win. Fraser couldn't get his stick on it. Now Gray. Team Gray. Thompson up to Brown. Brown with that clear right into on net. Fogarty now. Puck back. And up the ice, and here comes Fraser. Fraser and Rose both going into the corner now. Rose the one coming out with it, but Trombley looking to center that pass, hanging onto the puck. He goes behind the net to Fraser. Fraser over to Barry. Barry floats one in there. Trombley takes it off the back and calmly dishes it into the corner, but Thompson for the Gray there to grab it. And Kendrick now, he dumps it in, and he looks like he's going to come for a change. And in with some speed was Thompson. But up goes Rose, and he's getting more and more confident as the game goes along. Big shot, and good save by Higgs. Puck comes down into the corner, Black now, and they're coming out, and it looks like it's Baker. He had that nice goal to even the game up for Team Black, and Barry can't get his stick on it for the shot, and there's Baker. He had that really nice end-to-end rush with that top shelf goal, the only goal of this second period so far. And Higgs with the big save. Brown in, and Higgs keeping things even 2-2. Oh, and a big check there right up, stood up. Team Gray, that was Merrick Selwood, and he was solid there. Laurent, pardon me. Laurent taking a look, and he wheels, looking to get into the zone, and he's content to put the shot on net. Higgs steers it into the corner, and then Laurent comes up with the rebound. And digging in there right now, that's Urmson, and Laurent working hard down there low. Oh no, sorry, Urmson is out waiting for that shot, that centering pass, and it almost came. That was Haggerty. And so, after 40 minutes, this game is almost drawn even, 2 goals apiece, 24 shots on net, 25 shots on net for Team Black, 24 shots on net for Team Gray. And you're very quick, only 1 goal scored in that second period. That one coming courtesy, we'll go back to our records here, courtesy of Levi Baker, and that was his first, and an unassisted tally, short-handed, and that brings us 2-2 with 25 shots on net for Black, 24 on net for Gray. We'll be back after a short break. All right, we're underway, period 2. Pardon me, 3rd period. And this is going to be a best of 20-minute affair. Both teams tied up here. Hewitt fires it up. Thompson now, he picks up that pass, goes across ice to Brown. Brown edging the puck out. That was Shell. Barry, he sauces one over to Hewitt. He's checked up by Rose, and the puck turns over. Brown now makes the blue line. He's looking to shoot. And that hit a stick, but Higgs able to steer that back into the corner, and now up comes Barry. And he tries to feather one through to Hewitt, and it is picked up by Rose, who knocks it out of the air and sends it the other way. Selwood now, he's turning around, looks for Rose. Rose looking up ice. A nice set of passes for the outlet here, and down comes Fogarty, or Rainier, sorry. Rainier cross over to Milky, and Milky with the snapshot from point straight into the gut, right hitting that UMH-68 logo on Higgs. But the intent was to get that line change in the offensive face-off. Job done, and Fogarty now will try to win the draw here. He ties up the stick, and Black comes in. Thompson picked it out, but Byers is the one who comes up with it. Puck in the corner now. Rainier centering it, and Fogarty got a stick on it, but it just sailed wide. Milky now, he puts it in now to Rainier. Fogarty, he uses the defender as a screen, puts puck on net. Trying to bank it now off the back of the defender. Fogarty still with the puck in possession, and ice a little bit wet after the flood here. Of course, we're in June now here at the Martensville Recreational Center, so that ice a little bit tacky to start, and that foiled the exit plans for Black, but now they're back out again. Kostyuk feeds that puck up. And now puck picked up in the corner and feathered out here, and put in by Byers, and they'll go for a line change. And out now comes the Helgeson line. Palischuk out on defense. Ermison, Palischuk and Lee, the defensive partnership. Palischuk back over to Lee. Lee, his long pass picked up by Fraser. In comes Erbson. Erbson now putting a little pressure. 2 men in there pinching. Gray Fraser, the one to come out with it, and he sends it out to Thompson. Thompson quickly headmans it up. And now into the zone. Team Black. And that puck rounded around, and it's intercepted, forced out in front. And Helgeson, he'll work his way around, and he's upended. Puck still stuck down there. Again, hitting the tacky ice, maybe a little harder to get the puck out. And Florent, his shot blocked by Helgeson. Trombley now calmly puts it into Hewitt. Hewitt will poke it out to his defenseman, Polcheski, and it gets chipped into the corner. And Palischuk just fits it up, and Helgeson up there with the good pull through. Helgeson tries to jam it short side, and Higgs held the pad there, turns things aside. Now Keane streaking up the right-hand side. Rose puts a little body and separates him from the puck. And now it's Gray. Brown. Oh, and he had the stick knocked out from his hands, but he comes up with it again. Looked to center it, but Desatel was there to break the play up, and now streaking up the ice again, Barry. And coming out, Fogarty. And he just comes in a little bit ahead of it, and Thompson follows suit, and it'll be an icing call 15:27 to go in this hockey game. Be sure to stick around in the broadcast at the conclusion of the event, and we'll have the Ritchie Brothers 3 stars, and we will have the Grit and Grind Award for players being recognized at the end of each of the contests here. Another nice shot, and 2 pucks turned away by Eldridge. Both goaltenders have been fantastic in this outing, very solid. The goals, hard won by both squads. Shell cross ice to his D partner, and that puck goes up high off the glass. That was Barry with the shot from the point, and now digging down Thompson and Baker along with Kostyuk. And the puck comes up now and in the hands of Brown, Thompson, and they get foiled, and their timing is offside again. And both teams making full changes. 14 minutes, 37 seconds gone. We want to thank again gold sponsor Elite Prospects. Elite Prospects, the gateway to hockey online since 1999. EliteProspects.com, the leading statistical resource in the game, serving over 1 million unique visitors every single week. For players, Elite Prospects, your online showcase, highlighting your achievements and helping you get noticed by coaches, scouts, and schools at every level. And for serious fans, Elite Prospects Rinkside delivers deep insight on players worldwide through written features, video breakdowns, interviews, and more. That shot just wide from that player. We are proud to partner with Elite Prospects for tournament stats and the All-Star Awards here at UMH-68. Back to the action on the ice now. And up the ice comes Milky. He passes it to Laurent. And on the far side, Team Gray continuing to put pressure. Ty Rainier out there with Laurent and Byers now. Rainier feeds it, looking to feed it, and Byers was open temporarily, but Black brings it back up. Fraser, that puck gets chipped back to Trombley, and now Brown, he picks it up, and Brown in. He's got some speed. He isn't quite able to get by Kolcheski, and Kolcheski ties up 2 players in behind the net, and Team Black, Hewitt, puts it back into the corner. Kolcheski, at least 20 seconds trying to get that puck out of that corner, and now the break comes, and Hewitt got a little bit of room, one-on-one, and Hewitt goes right by, and a big stop. He was looking, went blocker side, and Eldridge kept his positioning there, made the save, and keeps the game scored 2-2. Hewitt still looking to add to his tournament totals here. Rose now coming from his defensive spot, looking, centers, puck down there, and Ermson with a good look at it, steered it just wide, and now up. Looks like it's Baker coming, or pardon me, Keane. Keane looking for Hewitt. Hewitt, oh, that puck almost makes it through. And that was good hard shot there. Florent dumps it back in. And now battling down there deep for Team 9. Tommy Palashchuk is going. And now Florent has to go all the way back to his own blue line, and he will try to get a little space curling back. Now he's in behind his own net. Ermson in pursuit, and Florent spots Thompson. Thompson coming up now, and he's taken down by Helgeson. Helgeson with a good solid check. Brown now at the red line. He turns, looks, regroups, turns again, and now he makes the line. No momentum there, and Kostyuk got the stick on his hip pad. Wisely drops it. And that puck chipped up and into the pads, and it's coming in hard as Barry, and he loves that quick release shot. He's not afraid to show it, and now here comes Fogarty. Just a nice the flow of play here. Very few whistles here in this third period. Both teams getting very comfortable with the chemistry. And it is very quick how both teams have gelled. And you're seeing that product on the ice with the end-to-end rushes that we're getting here. Kostyuk now under pressure, and he's able to get that puck up and out of the way, but now Black having trouble getting it out. Fraser feeds across to Barry. Barry coming across, and let's watch to get that shot. You know he's looking for it, and he goes wide with it. Shell now, cross ice pass to Baker. Baker back to Shell. Shell looking to headman, and he does to Gray Fraser. Kendrick trail position. Fraser with the shot. He set up the screen too. Another shot, a beautiful goal. We were saying, you watch Barry, he loves that quick shot, and he uses that to perfection. He caught Eldridge maybe a little bit unawares. Just the quick release, did not even wait. And he got that placed perfectly, and he puts Team Black up now. 50 minutes into the game, they get their first lead. Another goal from Team Black's defense, and those long shooters, they seem to be enjoying some great success. Silvernagel with the long shot for a goal in the first game, and now Barry, and that's his second. He had a rifle of a shot in game one as well. And that puck went off the player, the back heel of that player. And here's Silvernagel, not to be outdone, looking to get back on the score sheet himself. Desatel pass in behind the net, bounces up. Silvernagel puts it back in. Here's Hewitt. Hewitt in front, Desatel, and Eldridge there for the stop. Desatel now, he's got it on near the thing. He takes a shot. Eldridge with the save. Lee now banking it up off the glass, and now up to Gray, right in the skates of Helgeson, and he manages to stay onside. Laurent now. Laurent with the shot. Puck sitting there. It's still loose. And Team Black looking, and we've seen this a couple times after a goal play opens wide up. That shot on net, tipped. Hewitt now in there. Hewitt with the puck in behind the net. Desatel feeding it back to Hewitt. Hewitt trying to find somebody in front. Baker now flicks it into the corner. Desatel, that puck up high. Eldridge can't come up with it, and still in play. Hewitt now. Good puck movement, Kolchinski. He puts a shot on net. Back again, Cody Kolcheski, and he gets that right into the glove, finds itself, and we'll have another offensive zone face-off for Team Black to the right of Eldridge. 8:09 to go in the game. Shots 33-30 in favor of Black. Excellent game here to start off our doubleheader here in the evening. Following this game, of course, we're going to have Team Red taking on Team Blue in the fourth and final game of this first day of the UMH tournament portion. This is the second day of the experience. The boys having an opportunity to meet their coaches and get some on and off ice training in the Thursday session. Friday with the tournament on. Tomorrow, Saturday, we'll have our final round of round robin games in the morning, and then we'll have the semifinal games in the evening portion of that. And stay tuned for the Sunday medal games, the bronze medal game being first, and the gold medal game, of course, to decide who the UMH-68 champions will be. Last year it was Team Blue. And see if your color is the one that raises that cup at the end of it on the Sunday. Milky now calmly playing it into the corner there, and Barry with the goal, ahead goal. He was a nice little flip up. Thompson now getting ahead of steam. Sorry, Kostyuk, Baker. Oh, Fraser, that was nicely set up. Shell across. Look at the puck moving. All 5 players touched that puck in about 10-second time span. And you heard Coach Cam talking about, actually both coaches talking, they didn't really coach an awful lot of X and O's. These players have a high hockey IQ. They know the positioning that they're supposed to be holding. Doesn't matter what name is on the back of their jersey. These guys know where they're supposed to be, and you can see that. In some cases, it looks like these players have been playing together for months already, and this is only game 2. And so here comes Barrie again. Very comfortable taking that puck and going in any situation. And Shell, as every time we've got a roving defenseman, you got a partner that is willing to stay back and be that solid rock, and that seems to be Shell at the moment. He is a good partner to Barrie, and that being said, he looks like he's jumping up trying to get into that play too. But for every Barrie, there has to be a Shell, and he is doing a wonderful job backstopping Team Black, keeping things in order as his partner goes up and tries to have a little offense. And that shot down low, that's Trombley now. Or sorry, yeah, Trombley, Team Black. And Hewitt trying to stuff in on the short side there, and Eldridge, solid as usual, making his 31st stop of the game. Pardon me, yeah, his 29th stop of the game. 5:46 to go here in the 3rd period. This is the 3rd game of our Up My Hockey set of 10 games, and you'll find all 10 on the Up My Hockey YouTube channel. And of course, you can see every Up My Hockey game on that YouTube channel across the years. Ideally, as this gets older, these boys will be able to look back, hopefully, as older players and watch their 13-year-old selves here. A nice clear there attempt. And now Fogarty, he's leading the breakout, a 2-on-1. And he put himself offside, unfortunately, there. A little bit of a selfless play. Wait a stride or two, and he makes that pass. And we'll take a break here for a chance to just talk up our 3-star award again. Ritchie Brothers, for the 2nd year in a row, sponsoring those 3 stars. Ritchie Brothers powering big moves on and off the rink. And Selwood dumps that in. Fogarty with pursuit. Thompson now for Team Black. Rose holds the line, but Desatel puts that puck in. Baker and Desatel both taking a look at it, and it's cleared out by Team Black, or pardon me, Team Gray. And Fogarty works around his player, Rainier. And Rose now running out of room there, a little tight, but he keeps the puck in possession. Byers tracking things down, and it ends up on Desatel's stick, and he will go down. Desatel in tight, down low. Thompson looking to feed it out in front. Thompson waiting. Desatel tries the wraparound, and Eldridge stays solid down there. Both goaltenders really putting on a show. Eldridge with 33 saves in the game so far, and right behind him, Higgs with 29. Goals have not been easy to come by in this contest, and partly because of the offensive play and the defensive back check by both squads, but the goalies have been fantastic. Gray Fraser, where we go again. Nice, look at the split save right there. Gray Fraser looking at a wide open net, couldn't quite get his handle on it. And when he did, Eldridge was able to slide across. And if you watch replay here, look at the good push there. This is a fantastic push. He was already extended, and he managed to get that right leg and shove himself right over across. Just fantastic save, and I'm sure the goaltender sponsor for the tournament, will be writing some good stuff down there. Just remember, Focus Goaltending. They are one of the sponsors here of UMH-68 Saskatchewan, and they're providing personalized write-ups for our goaltenders this weekend. Very happy to have them on board for UMH. Ermson down there, and he gets that shot off, but Higgs able to keep the pads down. And a goaltending showing all of the goaltenders here, showing why they were the ones invited to come and take part. Eight young fellas representing this year from the Saskatchewan area. Just a reminder that these teams were by invitation at the suggestion of the coaches across the leagues here of all of our 2013 born players, and the coaches providing that feedback have suited up 68 players that are doing great, and they've done a wonderful job with their recommendation of the 8. And we're going to get our first time out thrown here, and I think it's Coach Gray and Rowan Guest from the Kelowna Rockets acting as the Coach Gray, or Team Gray, pardon me, coach. And of course, the Kelowna Rocket coming off of a, hopefully not to him, once in a lifetime opportunity to play at the Memorial Cup, the Rockets being the hosts there, and taking a chance to use this offensive face-off. And we'll see whether he puts Eldridge back out or whether he elects to go with the 6 men. It might be a little bit early yet, but you never know. And we'll see who he puts out in this situation. It looks like Lee and Selwood on defense. Fogarty, Brown, and Rainier will. No, looks like it's going to be Brown taking the face-off here. And in fact, we do have a goalie pulled situation. The extra attacker out for Gray. And Coach Rowan Guest getting his first chance, as he said in his interview. And that puck almost in front. Not Coach Guest. A new stat on the resume for Rowan, saying it's his first time getting a chance to do some coaching, and he's making a bold coaching move here with the goalie pulled with 30 minutes to go. But he also knows that his team needs to pull out some form of result here, and so it almost came in handy. Now Lee gets it across to Selwood, or a good shot, and Selwood got that over to Fogarty. He wasn't quite able to make that, but they are going to get to keep that same play. They've had that play drawn up, but the coach says you could do the same thing, mirror image. And we'll see if Fogarty, looks like they're trying to line Fogarty up for that one-timer. And now we're going to have a situation where Barry's got the puck on his stick. And let's see if they can defend with no goalie between the pipes, although it looks like Lee's going to stand back there a little bit to try to provide some measure of defensive support. And up we go again. And let's see if we can get it deep down here. And Rainier buying some time. Gets that puck across. Tremendous amount of confidence in these 6 young men. Coach Guest. They bring the puck across now. Already puck in front. They had the numbers. And Hewitt, he will just shoot wide, and that's going to be an icing call. So, Coach Rowan Guest rolling the dice right now, and he's all in on this tournament. That's great to see. Our guest coaches, of course, providing some wonderful opportunities for our players. And this early in the tournament, this is a great experience for both sides. The no goalie situation, they've gone 1:30 seconds. Had a couple of good scoring chances. Puck active in front of the net and just couldn't get the stick on it. And Gray still executing the game plan. And that puck now, that'll go long, and another icing call. Team Black, those boys did not have enough time to get off the ice. And so depending, every time that puck gets iced, this gamble, it's a little bit more in favor of Gray as we get a tired crew of 5 Black out there. And we'll see if Byers, he does win the face-off. Over to Milky. Milky gets that puck on net. And Barry able to get it there, but Gray continues to keep it in there. Barry, he looks to get it headman to Hewitt, and Hewitt now past the red line. He'll take a shot blocked by Thompson. And Thompson, Gray, up they come again. This is a great result for both squads. Although I know Coach Guest would like to see his Gray even the score up here, but you gotta admire, this has been a fantastic outing for both teams, but given what Team Black did in the second period of that first game, Team Gray's confidence has got to be pretty high. Despite trailing late in both these games, they're still well in it. Laurent, he's gonna patiently wait. We're now 2 minutes, 30 seconds into this this pulled goaltender situation. And Coach Guest's, his gamble still yet to pay off, but it's yet to cost them. Baker now puts the puck back to Barry. Barry with that long shot, and that'll go icing. And he's gonna try to come off, but he's back on again. It's a game of gambles right now. And that Barry's gamble may not have paid off for him because he's looking pretty peaked there, and he realizes now he's got to stay on the ice. This is we've almost gone through the entire 3 lines of Team Gray during this thing, and we're back to the original crew. And Baker now, he can't get it across. Puck chipped forward, and now we've got a break here for Helgeson. He gets through, and we got a shot on net, and a goal! And the gamble pays off with 22 seconds to go. And Fogarty, man, on the spot. And he draws even. Coach Rowan Guest calls a timeout. 3 minutes, 34 seconds left on the clock. And he pulls his goaltender. And he leaves it up to the 6 guys in Gray. And they hold the fort long enough. They stick around. And this game is tied with 22 seconds to go. And now Gray have got themselves back drawn even. Now with round robin play and schedule here, it'll go down as a tie if it should finish that way. Although given the way this is going, anything's possible here. Gray Fraser now. But Fogarty got that extra, and it was that extra body in front. They had a number of times there. And the story of that game is going to come down to Rowan Guest's trust in his players, pulling the goalie there. Now we're going to see, we're not quite sure how this works. We're going to go 3-on-3. Okay, so we got a little bit of extra hockey here. You came for 60 minutes, and you're going to get 65. And this is going to be a 3-on-3 format. So we're not done with the heroics yet. Will one of these players push themselves over the top? Coach Guest already taking the opportunity to level the playing field, and in just his second game, admittedly, as a coach, he makes a gutsy call, and he's got his team now playing a little bit of overtime hockey. Just a couple of reminders again, we don't do this in the absence of any support. We have got our main sponsor, BioSteel, at the national sponsor level. Also 4 gold sponsors in Up My Hockey, Up My Hockey's podcast, A-Kane Hockey, and Elite Prospects, and of course, Ritchie Brothers 3 stars. The Bird Juice Buzz Wax Silver sponsorship, and then all of our local sponsors. And now we've got 3-on-3 hockey. Fogarty now. And this is such a possession style game. You watch to see Teams taking their time, and Barry getting that pass in front. Oh, what a save! Unbelievable. Eldridge had to sit and watch 3 minutes and 30 seconds from the bench, comes back on, and it's his turn to dig deep. Fantastic save, point blank shot. I don't know how he stopped that, but it was fantastic. And now Black taking their time maintaining possession here. If you've been watching 3-on-3 progress over the last couple of years, you're going to know that it's certainly a possession patience style, almost keep away, look for your chance. And there's their chance. Barry with the shot, and he can't find it. Now Baker looking, and he's forced off. It's a very effective game-deciding format just because a gamble could turn around and cost you. Kostyuk now with that shot, and Eldridge with that huge game saver there, and he backstops, and we're going to get a change. 3:46 to go. I don't know about you, but this is the exact spot you want to be if you're a hockey fan on a Friday night. Fantastic effort from all 32 fellas out there. And we'll see how this goes. We're 3.5 minutes left to go in the 3 versus 3 format. Hewitt now, he's had his fair share of, say, in scoring, and he gets a shot. That's a big block by Milky. Solid stop there, nothing getting through there. And now Hewitt seeing if he can make a little bit of action happen there. Team Black have had possession for a majority of this. Purdy now with the pass across, back to Purdy. Puck down low, Team Black. Gray Fraser, he's got it to Hewitt. And now that puck comes out, and a good solid pursuit down here now by Rainier. And time enough, Rose able to come out on that change, and even line changes. Changing on the fly becomes a really difficult thing in a 3-on-3 format. Rainier matching speed with Barry, and Barry dangerous here. And he wisely, and we've got ourselves a 2-on-1. Good layout there, and a shot, and probably the star of this overtime right now has to be Eldridge. He has been solid. And we're halfway through the 3 versus 3. And Higgs hasn't seen any action down on his end of the ice yet. And whether that'll be a factor or not, let's see. And here we go, here's Rose. Individual effort, he pulls up looking for some teammate support. And now we've got a rush back, and Barry, this is exactly what he's looking for. But Brown able to come in. Barry off to Eldridge. Eldridge with the stop, and now Brown with possession. That was what Team Black was looking for, to put it in the hands of one of their speedsters, and now we've got Thompson. He's got a trail. I don't know if he sees him. But here we go. Now Trombley out there with Barry and Desatel. And Desatel over to Trombley. Trombley waits, and that puck gets through Purdy. Now Purdy has to reel back. Gray's got to be careful. He only put one in. 1 minute, 30 seconds to go in the overtime. And there's Thompson, almost picks clean. Desatel, and it goes all the way back. Calmly, lots of time left here. Thompson over to Brown, but it goes through Brown's, between Brown's stick and skates. And now Purdy turns, and he had Thompson moving. Lee now rolling back. Almost every player having a chance to get out and have some of this 3-on-3 action. Good job on the coach's parts to level this out. Laurent now out for Team Gray. Puck off the boards. Urmson with the wraparound, and Higgs, who's been really not tested in this overtime, and he's there solid as can be. Almost 80 shots, 79 shots total between the two goaltenders, and they are standing up, making the saves when they need to. And now Ermson will take the face off. Laurent squares up in the circle, and back on the point for Team Gray is Tommy Palashak, sorry. And here's Barry again. He's seen a little bit of action during this, and he's gonna try to get himself rolling, and watch the speed here. Let's take a look at goaltender. Our goalie, Eldridge, he's got Barry figured out. As long as he can keep an eye on that stick. 20 seconds to go. Barry out to Baker now. Baker with the move. And he stays in possession, gets up. Baker still there. Baker scores! And Team Black takes it on the goal by Baker. Great individual effort there by Levi Baker. Time ticking down. On his knees, able to pick up. That's a tough one to swallow if you're the goaltender for Team Gray. He did a wonderful job, though. Eldridge, that game would have been over 4.5 minutes ago if he hadn't made that stand-up save. I don't know if they have an OTL point in this series or whatever, but Gray, that's got to be a good outing. But Team Black now 2-0 in round-robin play. Eldridge solid in his 60 minutes plus 64 minutes, and then he also had 7 minutes of shutout hockey there in the first period in relief. And he's the first one to go over and congratulate the referees. That's a classy player right there. It's tough. You gotta refocus, reset. He can't get into his head, and I'm sure he's been through this before. He just did a fantastic job. As did Higgs. He had his moments too where he was pressed, but that was a good goaltender battle. And to a player, every single one of them stepped up to that challenge that's laid down at this tournament. It's a fantastic outing here. Let's see the awarding now of the Grit and Grind Award. Grit and Grind, this is going to be a tough one to figure out.
Grit and Grind to the end. Number 13 from Team Black, Brecklin Berry.
Grit and Grind. And that one's going to Barry from Team Black, and he was flying. Brecklin Berry, your Grit and Grind Award winner. Receiving his award from Hugh Hamilton, who is the tournament director and the Saskatchewan coordinator for UMH-68. And Brecklin, well-deserved. I'm sure he'll enjoy that Grit and Grind, but the 3-star awards now. Ritchie Brothers here in town. 3rd star from Team Black, number 11, Levi Baker. And Baker, solid in the effort there. He picks up the 3rd star, 2nd star from Team Gray. And of course, Asher Eldridge, your 2nd star, and well earned. He did a fantastic job. Total of 38 saves there in the effort, including that massive one. Team Black. And the goalie Higgs. And we mentioned that the goaltenders, especially in this high octane focused offensive minded tournament, to be able to have 7 goals total in the 2nd game. I know Eldridge will be disappointed in the loss. And he definitely, going and looking at this after the fact, will see he was a difference maker for his team. And you can see that in the acknowledgement from his team and those around him. But he will take a moment to sit back and factor that loss and know that we've got 3 more games. There's a lot of tournament left. We will see you in a few minutes for Game 4. Thanks for tuning in.